But for the moment, we are delighted to be joined for this Bud Light team report by the head coach of the San Francisco 49ers. Jim Harbaugh joins us. And Jim, we've been talking about this over the last 3 days. Bill Polian says it all the time. You want to let the board talk to you. And it seems like the Niners and you and Trent Baalke have done a great job of looking at the players you've had on that board and addressing needs, starting with the first pick through the last that you've made so far.
Yes, I think Trent did a great job of exactly what Bill was talking about there. Let the board talk to you. Also fielded a lot of calls over the last 3 days. Would-be trades that we made. It was quite a flurry. You can tell I haven't shaved in about 3 days, and I have newfound respect for all those people that trade for a living. Watching Trent go through the last 3 days, it was impressive, and he did a great job.
It was quite a game of pinochle, Jim. You guys made five trades in 1 day, and you got back a pick you had traded away in the 4th round. Listen, it seemed like as we went through the early picks here, you obviously addressed the secondary because you had 3/4 of your starting secondary go. You get the kid Jimmy Ward out of Northern Illinois. And then it seemed like you also went for a couple of linebackers because obviously there's some concern there with Aldon Smith and Navarro Bowman coming back from injury.
Yes, I mean, you said a lot of the things there. And I just want to say this, that congratulations to everybody that is involved in this process, and especially the families and especially the youngsters who, this is so exciting. This is such a signature day, such a life-changing event, and talking on the phone to the youngsters and their parents, the screams and yells in the background, and just the excitement and the joy that this process has brought has been a great thing to be a part of.
Well, it certainly is. You see those raw emotions here at Radio City Music Hall, whether the kid walks across the stage or you have the shot of him with his family somewhere, and it means so much to them. Especially
it means a lot to me too, because
what does it mean to you, from?
Then I'm going to get to coach these guys. That they're going to be a part of our team, and can't wait to meet them tomorrow. And some of these guys, we're going to see them out there on the field on Monday and Tuesday. As for all the youngsters that we picked today and the ones that we will be signing as college free agents, just want to let you know I can't wait to coach you.
Well, Carlos Hyde is a guy that certainly stood out to us as we watched the board fall. You know how times have changed in college football and the way running backs are drafted. We didn't have a drafted running back in the first 50 picks. The first time ever in draft history a running back has waited that long to hear his name called. But Hyde is a guy, if you go back 10 years, Jim, he might have been a top 15 pick.
Well, I think he's an excellent football player. Had a great year this year at Ohio State, and know a little bit about the Big Ten. So as a fellow Big Tenner, I'm happy to welcome a Buckeye.
Absolutely, and he only comes in with 500-plus carries, so you know he's still got fresh legs. I got a guy here that knows a little thing or two about building a team. Bill Polian is here with me, and he wants to ask you a question, Jim.
Jim, you had a great success with a rookie safety last year. Where do you see Jimmy Ward stepping in and playing for you this year? Is he going to play in the nickel? Will he play back deep? How do you figure to use it?
Oh, Mr. Polian, great to see you. Jimmy Ward is going to compete in our secondary. Not putting any expectations on it, other than we're going to have a very competitive secondary. Initially, day one, he's going to be an understudy as a safety and competing at the nickel position. I feel like he has a lot of versatility, can cover slots, track the ball downfield. He's played in the deep part of the field. He's made plays there. He's made plays in the box as a safety. He's got a knack, in our opinion, of, call it great instincts. He sees a play, one step before everybody else sees it, and he's already moving and taking that step. I also love the way he tackles. He's got a knack of getting guys down, but he's also got a way of making the appropriate tackle with some force, with some violence. And I think he really loves football. That's And what do I base that on? I base that on watching him play the game of football. A lot of guys, there's some guys you see that'll take a play off, may not be hustling on a play, and you make an excuse for that. But not with Jimmy Ward. You never see him take a play off. And any game that you watch on him on tape, you know, is his best game. That's just the way he plays football. You don't have to say what's your best game. The way he plays each week is the way he plays.
Jim, obviously there are concerns about Aldon Smith and whether or not he'll see the field in how many games this year, whether it's a suspension by the league or something in the legal system. How are the 49ers preparing for the idea that Aldon Smith may not be there for a large chunk of 2014?
Aldon's been here working out in our off-season program, so we're with him hourly, daily, and that's how we're going about preparing. He's doing his job.
And then, of course, you make the big trade to get Stevie Johnson from Buffalo. What did you like about him to bring him over from the Bills?
Production, and I like him. I've always admired him. Always thought he was a heck of a football player. Stevie's from San Francisco. Went to junior college here in the Bay Area. I think you know, this has a chance to be something special, and looking forward to meeting him tomorrow. So we'll get started on Sunday.
Jim, how is Marcus Lattimore coming along in his rehab, and do you think he's going to be ready?
He's coming along well. Been out on the practice field for the last 2 weeks, and nobody works harder at it. And if anybody can do it, it's going to be Marcus Lattimore. But you know, still in the process, and watching him play football, watching him play 11-on-11 football is something that he has not done for quite a while. So again, I'm not going to put any expectations on it other than saying that the way Marcus is wired, the way he works, kind of person he is, that if anybody can come back from the injury he had, it'll be Marcus.
Well, certainly anybody that saw that injury is pulling for Marcus Lattimore. Jim, we appreciate the time, and I'm sure we'll talk to you down the road. Thanks for being with us.
Thank you.